Hello guys, greetings to you all. Okay, let me quickly analyze and tell you how I went about this entry. Okay, so most of you will understand the process, and then I choose to be doing it like this so that the more I do something practically, the more you tend to get used to the system. All right, so I will also use this medium to teach you guys. Anytime I enter a trade, I will drop the analysis, and then I'll do that regularly, oftentimes each time I upload a trade, and then I want you to get used to it at the end of the day. So quickly, I want to analyze and show you how I was able to get this entry. I dropped the signal in the group. If you can check, I dropped it around this is my group. I dropped the signal around 9:27. Here is it. Around 9:27. I was like, let's go in for this trade. Buy Euro US at current price. Stop loss should be at 1.05123. TP1 at 1.5540, and it has been touched already. And then TP2 at 1.06190, which is the gray level above here. All right, this TP1 has been touched here, and if you can see, look at it here. You can see it here already. Yeah, okay. I couldn't zoom out this chart, so I'll go back to the chart right now and show you how I did it. Okay, now look at it here. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. Okay, it hasn't touched yet, but it's close to it. Have you seen? Just here. So I'll analyze how I did this and then let you go and practice. Okay, now you all know I trade divergence. Probably I take the first divergence of the day. All right, before issue you to interest you to understand that before every major turnaround in the market, there's always a divergence. Whether you have an oscillator below your chart or not, there's always a divergence. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to insert an oscillator so you can spot these divergences for every turnaround. Okay, I prefer trading divergence for turnarounds than a continuation. Maybe because I'm used to it, I find more of divergence, turnaround divergence than a continuation divergence. Okay, so you can see what happened here. There's the divergence. So let me quickly insert an oscillator so you understand what I mean. Uh, RSI, I use the relative strength index. Okay, now you can see what is the divergence. I've mentioned it in my book. If you have not read my book, go and do that right now so you understand what divergence is. The difference in price from that of the oscillator. I've written that everything in my book. I'm not here for that right now. So I did that here as well. You can see the difference in price. Price was making price dropped, made a low, went or made a high, dropped again, made a lower low. Okay, but what happened on the oscillator? Normally they are meant to follow prices up and down. Whatever price does is what oscillators should do. But now we'll see what happened. Price dropped as it did here, made a low, went up, made a high, and then dropped, made a low. But this time, this low happens to be higher than this low. Here was a low that was lower than this previous one, but in this case, on the oscillator, this present low is higher than this one. Okay, this is a low, this is a higher low. But here, this is a low. Let me take these drawings off. Okay, now you can see that this is one of the low, this is the corresponding low. Okay, now we had a low that was lower than this, we call it lower low. But on the oscillator corresponding, look at it here. If you can look at the crosshair. Okay, now if you can check this, now we had a lower low here, but on the oscillator we had what, a higher low. Okay, if you don't understand all this, go to my book. I've dropped the book in my group. I also uploaded it alongside the video on YouTube. Okay, so get this book and read about divergence. A very interesting strategy you should use. Okay, now see what happened. This divergence occurred on Friday last week. Okay, it occurred on Friday last week. Look at it here. This is today Monday. You can see the period separator. Today is Monday. Here is it. The other previous market trading day was on Friday, and which the market closed with price below our entry point. Now see what happened here. See what happened here. Price dropped, went up and came down. Okay, I took this entry. I dropped in the group, but we were stopped out. Okay, because the price went for a stop hunt. Usually price was supposed to reverse from here, but what happened? They went further and hit all our stop losses. They went for a stop hunt. Okay, but now within the week, on Sunday breaking Monday, that midnight, the Asian session price, what the price did, gradually went up and came back to our entry point. And we saw this price ranging up here. Okay, we saw this price ranging all the way up here. or even till the London session began today. London session starts at 9 o'clock a.m. Nigeria time. Okay, so even till the 9 o'clock session occurred, if you can see the signal I dropped in the group, that was around 9:20 something where I say we should buy this very trade. Okay, so as it stands now, many of us can close this trade, but I have instructed us in the group to break even, whereby even though market happens to reverse from here, we will be on the safer side without losing anything. Okay, now price came back and closed above here. All right, giving us a very perfect entry. Spotting the divergence, this lower low is one thing. Knowing where to enter is another thing. That's why I say you should go and read my book. Everything is there. There's no time to do that here in this video. Okay, so that is what I saw, a divergence. I don't go too far behind or back to the history, what price, where price is and all that. No, that one has passed already. We focus on the current price, at least few days behind. Okay, now from what you're seeing behind here, we had this zone. There's so much reaction on this level, and if you can check, the same reaction occurred here, the same thing occurred here when price came here. Now I saw a divergence, and secondly, see what price is doing here. If you can, if you're used to the chart patterns enough, see what price is doing here. Came back and did what? That is what we call head and shoulder pattern. Price is also forming the head and shoulder pattern in as much as it gave us a divergence. So this is one of the chart patterns you have to learn too, that works with in line with divergence. All right, now see, price gave us a divergence, came back to our entry. Then secondly, price did what? Is giving us a head and shoulder pattern. If you've not heard about this, I will treat it gradually. The chart patterns is one of the chart patterns you must know. Okay, whereby this happens to be the first shoulder, the head, and the second shoulder. Normally, usually, whenever it happens like this, they will advise you to trade when price has broken the neckline, which is this level, this high here. Okay, when it breaks like this, you target the high of the first. That's why you see our target here. Okay, now, but with the help of a divergence, we understood that there was supposed to be an early entry at this point. The moment price broke this level, 1.1.05252. Okay, and then we take advantage of this early move and then trade it all the way up. All right, so this is how I was able to get this. If you don't understand, guys, like I said, go and read my book. Okay, and also study that candlestick trading that I shared. All right, I shared with you guys in the group. It will help you a lot. It will help you a lot. All right, so if you can spot out something here, there's what we call a morning star, and all these things are in that application I gave you. There's what we call a morning star, a combination of three candles. A morning star on our level, on top of this level we are hoping to buy. Okay, on top of the level we are hoping to buy, and after every day, before every major move, there's always an M or W pattern for every reversal to the up or downside. In this case, to the upside, there's always a W pattern. Okay, now if you watch, let me zoom on. If you won't understand, you won't see this very well, but let me zoom. Let me turn it to, you see where I'm coming in from. A line chart. Have you seen? Have you seen the W pattern I'm talking about? This happens to be the mini W. Okay, this is a mini W. You can see the W shape here. There's always a W formation before the or a market will go upward, or there's always an M formation before the market will trade downward. Now let me go back. This happens to be the mini W I told you. Remember, this is a mini W. Let me show you the massive W that you have not seen yet. Now, I know you've not trained your eyes to see this. This happens to be the big W, the big picture. Okay, all right. So that is it. Normally they're supposed to trigger from here, but they had to, all these things you see them doing here, they are just making people to buy sell randomly without knowing what they are doing. But you and I will understand that this thing is not so. We were calm in the market on that. We allowed them to do whatever they were doing. That's why it took them so much time before they actually bringing out this powerful candle to. Oh, don't worry, I just said I should share this for those who are already trading. If you're very new to this, I promise you, you will tend to understand this as time goes by. But study very well, and then go to my book, read it, and then use the app I shared you guys, and you will start getting there, right? Okay, so for now, this is my little profit from that very market. Okay, so I'm hoping for price to get to my target, but then I've broken even as well. Yeah, do well to study as well, so you start making money for yourselves. Thank you very much for your time.